Hello, everyone. Welcome to Nails and Beauty Talk. I'm your host, Asia the Bird. Today, I have a very special guest with me today. She is a nail artist. Please welcome Nancy Janssen. Hello, Nancy. Welcome to the show.
Oh, okay, something is wrong. Hello, welcome. I'm enjoying.
Hello. Great to have you on the show. So
Yes,
I want to go ahead and start off this interview by asking, where are you from? And tell us about a little bit about your upbringing and how you got started into the nail industry.
yes. Now, so I'm since 12 years in nail tech. I started to do the license for the schooling, but something about 2 years to get my final exam.
Mm-hmm.
And I just started to do the gel sculpting.
Mm-hmm.
And when I had my first nail art class, I immediately know that's my thing.
Right.
That's my thing that I want to do. So that's why. And I think after I graduated, had my first competition. Someone
Mm-hmm.
else, some other nail tech in my time said, yes, you need to do that. You can do it. So I did after 3 months after graduating, and I get second place.
Wow.
So that was really amazing to be in Holland second place to get that with the multimedia box. And I also sent you the pictures of that first one competition. So that was really great. And then I think 3 months after that, I did my second competition, and I did it international in Hungary.
Wow.
And that was for me mind blowing. And then I did see so many more things that I could learn and grow. So since then, I'm really like interested in competitions in nail art and all the things about it. So yes, it's really great.
Yeah, that's really, really cool. Now, who
Yes.
do you consider to be like your favorite nail artist?
Ooh, that's a scary question because I don't want anyone to feel that I don't mention them, but I have many, I can tell you. I like Tracy because she has such a good vibe. It's also, I think, about the personality of the nail tech itself, the nail artist that I like, because I think the best interest is to know that you can work with the teacher in your classes. So you need to have that good feeling. And if you don't have a good feeling, you cannot learn, I think, the best way. So I have in Hungary, I really like the Uviari twins, Barbara and Christina, of course, for salon work and that kind of things. And for the acrylic sculpting, the liquid and powder, I think Elena Malzeva from Russia she is just mind blowing. And she can also really open your eyes. And I think in America I like Classic Molly a lot because she had this own style of work, and that's really like something else that I don't do. So I really like her at her own inspiration wall. Yes.
That's really, really cool. Yeah, I
Yes.
like, I don't know if you heard of Koska Boyana,
Yes.
and yeah,
For the
her
nail shapes. She's fucking awesome.
yeah, she's absolutely amazing. Like Koska Boyana, like her stuff is really, really off the chart.
Yes. Yeah.
Another person, her name is Elena Lukatina. I think she's from Russia too. Like her work is very, very cool.
And Krista Pauletti, she has
Krista
a
Paletti, yeah.
long she's also, and she's so sweet as well. So that's what I would like. Yes.
Yeah, Krista Paletti's work, like her work is really, really cool. And I think she's from Switzerland.
Yes, she's from Switzerland, and she is really, I know she's very like tight in her classes, like you need to do like this, but she's also very sweet because she's always responding, and yes, I like her very much. Yes.
Yeah, she's really, really amazing. Now, what has been your whole experience on your own like nail studio or nail salon?
Oh, that is, I think, the best thing you can do as a nail tech, to be your own owner. You can schedule your own time, but not only that, you can really build up your own like creative wall with people. I think you can pick your customers, and the customers come for you, so they want your work on the nails. So they are very close to you. It's
Right.
not only the job, it's also like personal connection you can get with the customer. So yes, I really like doing that. I did work this morning, and my model from NTNA, she's my favorite model from my model group. She
Right.
said like, oh, I miss NTNA because it was also cozy. She said, yes, of course I miss it. So yes, I think that's the best thing about having a Nielsen. You can do and really pre-act, and you can give advice how you can create something. So that's truly amazing. Yes.
Yeah, that's really, really cool. Now,
Yes.
what is your whole perspective in terms of like pricing, like nail service, especially where you live in the Netherlands? Like, what is your whole take on pricing?
The prices in Holland are very low. If you see here that some nail techs are just in euros, 35 euros for a new nail set, I think that's so wrong. Not only that, some nail techs are also not licensed. It's not a job in Holland. It's like a side job. They see it like that. And there's no recognition about it, so you don't get do and pass exams or that kind of thing. So everyone can do it. My partner can do it, and he's just a car builder, so
Oh, okay.
do it if he wants. And I think that's really sad about the business in Holland. But the pricings are really ranging a lot. But my prices are for the Dutch people on the high classes, because I count them on length, on shape, on laying or nail art. And with nail art, I just price for 10 minutes. So they only can pay, like if I have a 30 minutes nail art, they pay 3 times that amount of price. So that's the best thing I can do. And I also can recommend for everyone in the world to do it like that.
Yeah, charged by like the minutes of the hour. Yeah,
Yes.
and that's the thing with, I think with us as nail artists, it's not everybody, but especially when I do like press on nails, like me personally, like it can be hard in terms of pricing, like trying to figure out like that set median of how you would price stuff. And of course, it's very, very important for us to understand our worth and our value, especially the work that we do, because a lot of stuff takes time. It takes hours.
Not only time, but you invest in yourself,
Right.
and you keep on training, you buy all the products. Don't forget that part is I think the most expensive job in the nail business, that we want to have everything before for our customers, but they don't want to pay for it. So I have to say, I want a Ferrari as well, but if I want that, I need to pay for it. So I can buy a red car. It's still no Ferrari. So So I take it all by the perspective, and if I explain it to my customers and they understand why, and they don't see, they just see, oh, you do nails, and they don't see that you put time to invest in yourself to keep your business going on, and so you need to pay for it to keep your insurance up high. A lot of things, like they don't see it in the price. So that's why I tell them, once in 6 months, there's still an upcoming price. And then they say, oh, you're going up higher. Yes, I need to. Otherwise, I can eat. I can do this. So that's why. And they totally understand it.
Yeah, right. Exactly. This is about survival. You're gonna have to make money to help survive and to provide for yourself. That's very, very important.
Yes, of course. And then if it's just like a thing beside my job, I wouldn't ask money for it because I really like to do it. I'm not the artist that I hope I can get money from it. No, I need money to build my business. So, of course. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, describe like the nail education in the Netherlands and how it could be improved.
There's a lot going on. There are some big steps going on in this past year during the Corona COVID, because they all put all the heads together and they're saying like, oh yes, we want to do that. We want to more like education groups. So the teacher needs to get her license. Then all the people that are really longer terms, like the educator, they want to do the exam because they are scared to fail. So then they stop. And I think everyone can learn in the long term from your work, and you need to improve yourself to give the correct education. So yes, slowly steps we are making in Holland. I think everyone's a little bit scared, but that's okay. For me, it's also I'm an international educator and I'm scared to take that exam, but of course I will do it because I want to know if I can be fitted or I need to learn more about giving my students the best advice and techniques, and also for the I think also for the anatomy and the health of the nails, like the nail diseases, how we can we treat them, why not? And when someone has cancer, you cannot treat all the nails. For diabetes, it's the same. We can treat those nails because we need to understand what's going on. So yes, we are making slow steps, but still slow steps. We are growing. So I think we have a positive vibe for the next future to go. Yes.
Yeah, most definitely. Like, like with here in the US, like, the nail education has improved in terms of like, a lot of different brands are providing like nail education courses. The only thing is just with state board where I live, I'm in the DC area, specifically in Maryland, but in the United States within the nail education, especially with state board, it could be improved a lot more because they only teach you like the basics, and they only, teach you stuff in terms of to pass, not so much to get you fully equipped for the beauty industry.
Yes, I can tell you, I did start in May this year on a hair school, and yesterday I heard that I can be the new teacher for their new education program for hair and nail technician. So that's a big step. But then we noticed there is no, like, we have this group who gives the organization and nail studios more visuals in Holland, like really like a business, and they don't respond to that school. So I like, why you are not responding? And so they say like we mail them, but they don't ask any of our questions back. So now we are turning this school group up, and I told them how I can help them grow and see more the professional view of this new education program. And I think that's the best for the new teachers and the new nail techs in this world, because they need to understand how this trend is going to be fitted in their new nail salon or hair salon or like their own business. So yes, it's so much fun to do, but you need to understand we need to grow, and we keep to evolve every time. Also as an educator. Not only the school program, but also the educators need to say that they want to grow.
Yeah, most definitely, because a lot of stuff, like things are changing, progressing very fast, especially technology.
Products, yes. Yeah. Tools. So there's much changing going on, and I really love Doug Schoen. You know him. He's like mind-blowing for the nail business industry, and I think we need to work more with him together to understand how we can keep evolving ourselves to get the best out of the best.
Right, exactly. Most definitely. I could definitely agree with that. Now, in terms with marketing, especially when, promoting your nail services, what are some things that have worked for you in terms of gaining a clientele, especially, selling and, marketing your nail services?
Of course, good pictures, but I think the best view is happy customers. When your customers talk about you, you can say like, just, I did it in the beginning when I need to grow my nails, and I said like, okay, if you like my work and you say to someone and you keep bringing in new customers, you can, at 5 customers, you get such like discount on the nails, or you can get me a free nail art. Or for me, it was also not only the discount, but also I was hoping that they say like, do a nail art so I can keep growing and do make pictures for my social media platform. And I think it's the best. Keep happy customers, and my nail service is all included. So when you have a repair, I don't pay the light, don't have an extra payment for them. It's all inclusive because I know that my nails are just going to be perfect for 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
When they're coming at 5 weeks, they need to pay. Of course.
Right, exactly.
So very clear lines, and just let the people tell that you own a business and that they are happy. So
right.
Of course, other people will come as well to your nail salon. Yes.
Yeah, right, exactly. Now I want to switch gears and talk about nail competitions, which you did mention early in this interview. I want to go ahead and talk about NTNA season 9. So what has been your whole experience competing in Nails Next Top Nail Artist season 9?
So Nails Next Top Artist was somebody, it's for me, it was such a big step to take. I can tell you. I'm now sitting at you with the camera, and I think I'm a little scared girl for the camera. I probably want to hide it, and that's the best doing the pictures. That's why I did write myself in for this competition, because Tracy likes it. Oh, everyone knows your work, Nancy, but nobody did know me. So I was thinking like, oh my God, do I need to do that? And why? And so yes, I did. That was the big step that I need to take. And then I was thinking like, just let's see what's coming and comes around, and it will be just perfect. And the challenges were just really for me not difficult to do, because I like being creative and think about it. The only thing is that I have, of course, a young family and with 3 kids, and then the competition, then it's going to be wild. So
right.
But I really think the NTNA is really good to that you can grow it yourself. So you really like yourself in the camera and how you can present yourself and how you can evolve in that. That's the biggest part that I really want to give to all the people to do it, because I think it's scary to put yourself for the camera and say like, hi, I'm Nancy. And
right.
yes, it's so hard. And everyone is underestimating that part, I think. I think the nails are just second in the row and the challenges, but I think to put yourself for the camera and say, hi, that's me, that's the biggest part. Yes.
Yeah, right, exactly. Now, what would you consider to be like, in terms of the challenges, what would you consider to be like the most interesting challenge that you've like done, or like a challenge that was very fun to you or that stood out to you?
I need to say the lions, my 3 little baby cubs, because they are very hard need to me. And I really like it because it's all about the painting. It was different in shape. Also, the nail shape itself was fun to do, and to create something like that in an outstanding way. I really like that. The challenge about the last chance lab, the C&D, was for me the difficult one, because I needed to choose something that was from Tracy, the work, but what I really like, because I can choose about all the winners, but of course I will pick Tracy because she has such an amazing vibe in her final challenge. And then it was hard because I'm the creative person and myself, so I can create all the 9, 10, 12 weeks to do your own thing. And then we need to pick from someone else's work and to make it something for your own. And still it needs to be seen like it's her work. So then it was like, how I need to do that. So to not copying, but to get inspired by her work. And I think that was the hardest part for me.
What I really liked about like one of your challenges, I think it was like the last challenge, I believe, is when you sculpted these like long nails and they were green.
Yes, I like that too. Yes, my dragon warrior nails. Yes, that was really fun to do, and I can tell you I will do it a lot more often, because my mind was after that like, oh, I can do this and I can do that. So yes, that's what I really like. Yes.
Yeah, I just really like the like dragon warrior nails, because I like the unique shape, because at the end of the shape, how you sculpted it, it was like kind of like flames a little bit.
Yes, this was really like the the drawing. It's also remind me of the tribals, because I think that shape is really like a sword itself. So that was for me fun to do, really like, oh, how I need to do that and how we can create it. And of course, there's so many things made in nail shapes. It was like, what we need to make is something different. So yes, that was really amazing. And I really like when the nail is a nail and not like something else.
Right.
So yes, for me, and I also said to my students in the hair school, I would wear them someday for them. They can see and I can play with them.
Yeah, that'd be really, really fun.
Yeah.
Now I want to go ahead and talk about your time here in the States, going to Premier Orlando, and plus find out that you was like in the top final 3. Like, how did that feel being in the final 3?
I was at work at the hair school, and Tracy sent me the message like, and my phone was bloop, 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 and someone else said like, Nancy, your phone is going, and I was like, oh my god, I need to check. Wait. So I saw Tracy, her name, like, wow, you're in the top 3, congratulations. And I was like, oh my god, I did it. And everyone's like, and yes, I'm in. So I'm a little bit scared of flying, I can tell you that. So then I was thinking, oh my god, now I need to go alone on the plane. That's the next challenge that I need to take.
Right, exactly.
So yeah, it was really fun and excitement, and like, so let's go on and go for it and then just enjoy it. I think that was the big fun to see. Yes.
Yeah, that's really, really cool. And I did see the finale where, like, it was Beth, Jan, and Emily. They announced the winners. And big congrats to you being the second runner-up, like the top 3 winners of NTNA.
Yes.
Like, yeah. I thought that was really, really cool.
Yes, and I really liked it, and I'm really happy with my 3rd place. I can tell you that. It's not that I wanted to be first or second, or I just was already know. I did already know before I did go to Atlanta, like, oh, I'm gonna be 3rd, and I'm totally happy with it. Because the time that I did have was like, I did only work 3 days at my final piece. Because my little one was not sleeping at the night, he was only awake. So that was the biggest challenge in the final. And I was thinking like, okay, will I be happy when I get first? No, because I can do better. So I will be just get rewarded for less amount of work. So I'm really honest with myself every time when I do a competition, like, do I deserve this place or not? Or can I be truly happy about it? So yes, I was totally happy with the 3rd place, and it was fun to meet Maria and Nicola, and we had such a great time there. Yes.
Yeah, that's really, really amazing. Now, what do you feel like certain things could be improved within, like, the nail competition?
In general?
Yeah, in general, or, you could talk about NTNA specifically if you want to.
I think what I really like this year is that the judges were like flipping, because every time when we get the feedback, it was really amazing to see how everyone perspective in judging is. And I really learned a lot from that as well, because when I judge, I always keep telling myself, don't judge about your taste, just be like to the points that they need to be exempt. So, and I did notice that some judges are really hard to get their taste in their feedback. And I was reading like, okay, that's your opinion and your taste in nail art or nail design or your experience. I think that's the fun part to see as well, that everyone, the playfulness of the judges together, and I like that. So I think I can be negative about it. It's just some people, I think they find it really hard to get the feedback back from them, because they were like in difference, like the one was positive, the other one was negative,
Right.
and they take it very personal. And I always say, also when something is positive, it doesn't mean it's good.
Right.
Because I like, when I do a competition, I really want feedback to grow. So if anyone can only say, "Oh, Nancy, you do such a favorite good job, and it was truly amazing," I was like, okay, and how can I improve myself? Because
Right.
that's why I want to do this competition. I need to want the feedback for the improvement, because I
Right.
want to grow. So for me, it's not hard to get negative feedback, because I will take it like, okay, can I relate with that kind of feedback, or is not in my opinion to grow? So you cannot give responding to your feedback. So that's sometimes a little bit hard. So you can not build up your nail artwork after your feedback. So like, yes, but that's why I did it like this or that. And a real competition, of course, you can visit your judges to say, yes, but I did it because that. So
Right.
then they understand it more, you like your work. So you really need to capture it on one shot, on one video, and one story. And then after that, you need to deal with the feedback. And I think negative feedback is never negative for me. When I only get positive feedback, then it is just negative for me, because I cannot grow from it.
Right.
So that's why I say negative feedback is always good.
Yeah, I could definitely agree. Like constructive criticism is very, very good, because like how you said, it helps you understand, like, okay, this is where I need to improve on, this where I need to grow. And the thing is, like, because I compete in season 8, I competed in the previous season, before this season. The only thing, because of course the whole experience was good. It was a great experience because it challenges you to be more creative and out the box. My only thing was just like the critiques could be a bit more consistent. That was my only thing, or like some critiques would be like to the point to where like people, it's narrowed down to where, like, okay, this is how I can improve. This is the areas I need to work on. That was just my whole thing.
When they're judging about their own taste, then it's difficult to improve. So they need to like more technical and that kind of things. I think that's really an improvement for our judge itself.
Right.
But you need to learn that as well as a judge. So of course they will learn this during this process as well. So for everyone is growing in this new competition for season 9. I think not only us as Nail Tech, but also NTNA and all the judges, they are learning from every step they will take. And
right.
So yes, they can narrow it down, but I think it's hard to narrow down technical if you don't get response from the participant itself, so from the computer itself. So yes, I understand why. So I'm not. I don't think they need to understand that they needed more technical judging than more personal views. But I think that's in every competition.
Right.
It's when you see some results on the table, you think like, oh, she will win because she has all the colors in it and she has like this kind of vibe that everyone likes. Of course she will win, because it's in our minds programmed to like that.
Right, exactly. Now, what is your advice for people who want to get into nail competing, especially if it's their first time?
Just do it. Really do it. Don't be scared. I was scared. You don't need to be scared. My little daughter from 4 years old did also won the first competition in Holland. And she was just all bubble of fun and doing it. I was watching what I said, like, oh yes, we need all to be more like that. Just enjoy the things you do. You can grow, you have fun, you can meet all the other nail friends in the nail business, and you can talk about your work and you can learn from each other. So it's not only about the competition, but just do it, because you can push yourself so much and you will be surprised of yourself.
Right.
And yes, I recommend to do it, because you need to experience how you can grow and how you can handle feedback as well, because I think that's that's also important, because in your customers' relations, you also will get feedback from some people who are giving loss, not negative, but more like comment like, I'm not happy with my nails or what you did last time. So
Right.
it's also kind of a feedback, so you can learn from it, how you can respond to it and how you can work with it. So yes.
Yeah, right, exactly. Now, what are some things that have, brought you the most joy with being in the nail industry, being a nail tech?
I think the nail friends all together. When I meet someone, I was so surprised, like meeting Winnie, Nicola, Maria, Jen Arnold, of course, and
Mhm.
Trina. I also did. I was really like, oh, Trina and Jessica, and they were all like, oh, are you the same people that we see on camera, or are you different?
Right.
So yes, I think the meeting, to meet everyone and every nail business as well, to grow and evolve and have like a truly business meeting, I think it can be fun.
Right.
So that's the biggest point that we need to do, and to go out and to meet everyone. I think
Right.
that's so great. And after COVID, we need it. We need
Mm.
to speak to other nail techs so we can relate and we're not sitting in our own room of nail art.
Right, exactly. Embrace different styles. And I like also
Yes.
too, the products have evolved so much.
Yes.
I remember like the crackle polisher used to come out, and there's so
Yeah.
many, things you can learn with different products, and so many nail shapes you can learn and you can get exposed to. It's absolutely amazing.
Yes, of course. So you can learn and adapt so many things, and
Hmm.
I think we have all this social media brings a kind of
Right.
vibe, sometimes about a person, like negative or more positive, and then when you see
Hmm.
them in real life, you really get to know them. So, and then your mind changing their view about them, and I think that's the best,
Hmm.
because someone said to me like, I was standing at like an event, and I was standing like behind the scanning of the products, and they can buy it and go, and I was picking up the stuff and put them in bags, and
Right.
they said like, oh, where's Nancy? And I was saying like, hi, I'm Nancy. Oh, are you Nancy? You're so short. Like, why? Why did you think I was taller? I'm not so high. So that's the social media thing that I was thinking like, that's funny, because we have this own view about a person, and then it's
Right.
still change when you see them in real life. So that's the fun part, I think.
Yeah, most definitely. But also too, I like how with nail art, it's getting more conceptual. And also
Mm-hmm.
too, like nail art is getting embraced, especially in the fashion industry, because people know like
Yes.
and people understand like nails is as much of a fashion statement as the fashion garment. So that's what I also like about that also.
Yes, and like we see the shipment in the, I don't know in America and the USA how it's going, but we see a lot of hair salons now with nail techs together
Hmm.
cooperating, and I
Right.
think the beauty industry in this time, because they want the hair, the nails to be beautiful, the lashes, the skin, and they want to all to do it together in one part. And of course, for the customer, it's taking less time when you do it in one place.
Hmm.
So we will see that as well. And yes, I think that the fashion of nail industry is just great. When we see here, like a fashion boutique who has a catwalk for the
Hmm.
new collection, they are responding to me like, can you do the nails for me on the catwalk with the costumes? And can you fit the colors correctly for every fitting? So yes, of
Right.
course, I can do that. No problem. So, and that's also good for your business, because the person who are watching this catwalk show, they also see that the nails are done, so they can
Hmm.
relate like, oh, maybe I like that too.
Yeah, right, exactly. Now, what products would you consider to be like your favorite nail product, especially whether it comes down to nail art or like a nail service? Do you like acrylic gel? Like, what's like your favorite like nail products?
For the nail business, I prefer the gels, because the smell, of course. And also we have the 3D gels, and the Plastilove, the plasticine gels,
Hmm.
the painting gels. We have so much opportunities with gel in this upcoming future.
Hmm.
So the acrylic is a little bit going to the back in my
Right.
my jars, but I think we cannot forget the acrylics because they have also a lot of varieties to use in the nail salon. So yes, of course, gel for me is a big one, and I really like to work with more of kind of brands together. So yes,
That's really, really cool. Like, what are like
yes.
your favorite like nail brushes to do when like, brushes to use when you create nail art? Is it like the fine detail, or what's like your favorite brushes to use when doing nail art?
I like the Johansson's brushes because the
Mm-hmm.
fine liners are really fine liners. I have some from Crystal Nails, like the mini. These
Mm-hmm.
like only 2 or 3 hairs for the tiny, tiny details.
Mm-hmm.
The long fine liners I really like. Um, Yes, I think I don't have a particular brush.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I just use one brush for all the kind of techniques, but it's I prefer the real hair about the synthetic hair. I can tell you that because it's more durability and I can
Mm-hmm.
clean them well and they're not going like all the other ways.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, there's a lot of chances. So Jubaili has some cool brushes, I know, because she has a lot of arrangements with shapes and that kind of things. So yes, so many choices.
Yeah, right.
Maybe I will come up with my own brand of brushes. So we have a disclosure pack.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. Have like having your own line of like brushes. That'd be really cool.
Yes, but I think it's hard because
Mm,
you need to get to the fabric to feel them, and
right.
you need to feel the brush not only once, but you need to feel them in your work. So you need to
Right,
practice
exactly.
them. Yes.
Yeah, most definitely. How have you been able to balance like work and everyday life?
That is a struggle for some years.
Mm-hmm.
So last year I get my third child, and of course in COVID time it was all down. And then I also felt like, oh, there need to be more balance because I was working like 60 hours or more in a week, and
Wow.
I think it's not healthy for your body, for your mind, and you need to have free time.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm just doing the good things that were working for me with the best customers. And so I can have much fun time in my nail and hair salon. So,
Mm-hmm.
of course, no 9 to 9 jobs because
Mm-hmm.
it's not good for your body.
Right, exactly. How would
Yes.
you define success?
How would I define success? Just be happy. If you
Right.
are happy, you are having the success in your life. If you have balance between your family and your work and your partner as well, then you have success in your life. And I think that's the hardest struggle. I think everyone knows that the partner is complaining that you work too hard or you're not at home for the family
Right.
or that kind of things. The kids, you want to see your kids grow up. You don't want to just pay them off with some presents.
Right.
It's fun to do that, but it's not healthy for your family time. And if you
Mm-hmm.
have a good income from your nail business as well, I think then you need to be you. Then you can say you are successfully.
Mm-hmm. Right. Because I like how what we're talking about like now is about mental health, because I think that's very important. That plays a part with self-care and it plays a part with balance. And I think that's something that a lot of us are trying to, balance like with life and work and I like how with mental health, it's more talked about more.
Yeah, we need to talk about it more because I know there's some nail techs in Holland. They are just burned up because they work so hard because
Right.
and I was thinking, like, just ask the right prices. So you
Mm-hmm.
need to do less hard work, but still earn a lot of money. So
Right.
what's the deal? Just do it. And
Mm-hmm.
they need to understand it and feel it. And I learned also in the hard way that I just was hardworking, but I'm not earning money.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, of course, we need to grow on that, and we need to tell the people as well. Also, as an educator, it's a good deal that I can tell my students that they need to ask prices for the nail art. Don't forget that. I tell them
Mm-hmm.
every course, ask the prices for the nail art. Just do
Mm-hmm.
it because the time you invest in me, you will time the invest in your customers. So they need to pay for it.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Most definitely. Last but not least, where can people find you on social media and how can people support the work that you do and your nail art?
You can find me on Attitude Nail Career Education and on Facebook as well as Nancy Nail Artist. And how you can support me, of course, I'm gonna be fine on the online education program in the upcoming next month because I had it once before with Tracy and I really liked it and she stopped it, and of course I understand why. So now I have a person as well. She invited me to do the classes there so everyone can visit my online classes and learn from my work. And of course, just keep your thumbs up and respond me in the DM. You will definitely get a feedback and some messages. And if you have a question about nail art or something you want to know, just ask me because I'm very honest and have a truly honest opinion about the things. So you definitely get response from me.
That's absolutely great. Well, thank you so much, Nancy, for jumping onto the show. Your work is absolutely great. Big congrats to you winning, in the top 3 in NTNA season 9. Your work is absolutely great. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And it really is an honor to be here with you. And I really want to thank you as well.
You're most welcome. Take care.
Bye.
Bye. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to click the bell for notifications. Also, follow me on my social media platforms and visit my website, ASIATHABIRD.com, and be on the lookout for more interviews to come very soon. Take care and stay beautiful.